Okay, hey Thunder, what's your email? Okay, hey Thunder, what's your email?
How the fuck did he do that?
I don't know.
I don't know how he did it. I worked out how to undo it, but I couldn't tell focus. Whoops. Wait a minute. That's better.
Oh,
Sorry, but I had to mute the other thing.
Hold on. Bye. Bye, go. Okay.
He followed you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, Thunder, you got mail.
I'll find you.
Yeah. I guess he'll be here.
Little green shit.
He got hacked.
Well, he knows what he's doing, I guess.
Yeah, well, I sent the link to Mark. So
it'll be something simple, but nonetheless, he knows and we don't.
Yeah, well.
It's a handy little trick, though.
Yeah.
Very handy.
Yeah, so if I sent it out to Dick Insider too. I haven't done anything in a while, so just have a little bit of fun.
Have you got Focus's email?
Okay, Mark. Hey, Mark.
I'll find that little fucking green turd, mate. No bullshit. I felt the fucking shit out of him.
Hey, Mark, I just blocked him on here, so he came over and he's on my block list now. So, so hey, if you want to, you can send that over to Focus if you want.
No worries.
If you don't mind, because I don't have him. Well, and it's his channel name, isn't it? But I'm not going to give it out over the air.
Nah.
If you want to, Thunder, you can forward it to him and he can join us if he wants. I sent it out to Dick Insider too.
Yeah, I'm just sending it now, mate. You know, if you're listening, you little green piece of shit, $300, mate, to find out who you are, and I'll pay it.
Who's doing the on?
Oh, I thought that was you.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Uh-oh. Maybe it's round 2.
No, there's no way because I sent you on Facebook and I emailed Thunder.
Roger Miller, he Gogo probably cloned you. Yeah, I don't know how you managed to do that either.
Matter of fact, I'm going to add him as a wrench. I'm going to add Mr. Story Eye as a wrench.
Yeah, those guys are okay.
Lost the Nomads here. Haven't seen him for a while. What's happening?
Eric's vibrator.
Yeah, he may have just cloned your name, but I don't know how he gave himself a wrench.
Yeah.
I got no idea how he did that.
Yeah. So, okay. Hey, where were we? Were we talking about that little green bastard cunt motherfucking piece of shit?
Oh, man. No bullshit. I'm going to knock him out, and I'm going to just keep hitting him.
Well, you guys claiming for a countryman, so
I haven't even. I can't even remember what the hell we were talking about because that just took everything over, didn't it?
You were trying to tell Focus on how to unfuck. Hey, what you have to do is you have to go to the Gmail screen down the bottom where it says Hangout Conversations. You pull up the conversation you were in, click, it gives you the menu, and you go to each individual and you have to unblock.
Yeah, but see, they're blocked. Yeah, they were blocked on his stream. So, for example, this is your Hangouts, so you're the only one that can do that.
Yeah,
but I have no idea how someone else can block on your stream. So, but you know what, YouTube, for everybody whinging about YouTube, but it does have a lot of information. So, anyone that had the time
could dig into it.
Yeah, could go through, and they'd soon learn how to do all that sort of stuff. You know.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch. So let's hope Focus joins us. Hope Dick Insider joins us. I dropped him the link, so
yeah, I'll just see how it goes. But what's funny?
Yeah, funny for you. You were the only one left on there.
I know. I know. Maybe he likes kangaroos.
I was going off, and then next minute I see Eric type in there, I'm banned too.
I know.
And then Focus got kicked off and banned of his own stream.
Yeah. Hopefully he reads the email, so I don't have him on Facebook or anything. So
no, just forwarded onto him, so I hope he gets it.
See, for all its problems, Facebook is very handy to have, particularly Messenger.
Yes.
I think you can have Messenger without Facebook also.
Yeah, that's how I don't have Andrew B on Facebook. I got him on Messenger because I was talking to him about something. So, but with everything been going on in the community lately, you should lock your Facebook down. So
yeah, I've cleaned mine out a fair bit.
Yeah,
and I've got a lot of new requests lately that I've just ignored.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that little green fucker was smarter than he fucking made out to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about that.
Yeah. So lost the Nomads here. Whoa, what is this? I gotta look at that. Look at Lost the Nomads' new avatar.
Oh, geez, it's so small I can't tell what it is.
Click
wait, yeah, no, I saw that the other day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. What the hell? He says, "Oh, we got somebody. Dick Insider's in the house now."
Yeah.
Hey, we were getting ready to talk to Thunder about taking him down the bayou for some gator hunting, some jug fishing for gar.
We. I mean, we.
Me and Focus. He can play Cajun for the weekend.
You ever been on a bio?
Yes, I have.
All right.
Down on the bayou.
Son of a gun, we'll have big fun.
Yep. On the bayou. I lost the Nomad. But that little green shit's pretty smart. You know what he did? He stole the link when Focus drops it in the chat.
Yeah.
Then talks about it. But yeah, is it a full moon in the States today?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because it is here too. Johnny went out to time lapse it.
You realize if it's full moon here, it's a full moon everywhere, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
just at different times of the day. But yeah, we were actually having fun, and that little bastard got me blocked on Hangouts. Got Thunder blocked on Hangouts.
It's kind of
So,
funny. But
yeah,
then again, it isn't. It's kind of a pisser, too.
yeah.
Oh, it's funny, but I'm still going to kill the bastard.
You know what? Hey, Thunder, this is the first time I've ever really heard you mad on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm going to strangle him.
Yeah. So, hey, it looks like some people followed me over.
Couple. Get 12 watching.
Yeah, and this is actually, I even went on my other dish channel and got back in and went and said one thing. That little fucker got me banded. The next thing you know, I couldn't get back in.
Damn.
Yeah, and if I had to wait for Focus, mate, Jesus, I would have been waiting fucking for 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's still winding his computer up for round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, mate.
I think he's still looking for the tab.
Actually, you know what I am going to do is do this one because we're going to start back up on the other channel shortly so people can subscribe. What I am going to do is bring back the main channel. And hold on. Copy. Paste. Okay. After tonight, we'll start back up on that channel, guys. So sub up. This is just a backup channel. Shout out to Astoria.
I thought you just dropped the link to the show. I was like, are you stupid?
No. I just dropped. I don't do that anymore because I got you, Graham, on FB. Then I got Thunder on email now. So what's Lost to Nomad talking about? Thunder, Clint Eastwood guy.
Oh, that was when Havoc Master had a go at me. Because I said something about him when he went on the Triple R show and just went fuck stick.
Oh.
And I said to him, why, if you're going to go on the show, why didn't you at least have a decent argument with him than just saying that? And then on a live stream, he abused the shit out of me. But I actually didn't get angry at him. The only time I've really got angry with anyone is that Larry guy escaping to the Philippines, so I don't like that guy.
Oh, the wannabe pimp?
Yeah, I don't like him at all, mate. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
When you put girls on camera when they don't want to be and you're doing it to someone's ex just to piss them off, I mean, that's a low line.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta go into my community settings. I'm double checking the green little bitch.
That's like taking melodies off a 2-year-old and then laughing at him.
Yep, he's on the Blidden. He's on the hidden list now.
But Gago's always been a troll, so
The thing is, even though he's on the hidden list, you can still see links you put into the chat.
Oh no, hey Roger, if I was pissed, I wouldn't have given you a wrench.
Yeah, we knew it wasn't you. We knew. I don't know how the little green fucker does it, man, but like I said, he's smarter than what he makes out.
Well, next time we do a stream, Ed's got Ed's the quick draw. Ed'll get on him.
Yeah, I noticed that, mate. He doesn't mess around with a hammer, old Ed.
No, he does not. So Yeah. No, actually, I took away some people's wrenches, so I had to give some more out. I think Focus is still trying to unfuck the Hangouts.
Like I said, mate, if you're waiting for dinner, you'd have starved by now.
Yeah.
No, but until he unblocks everyone, whoever's blocked can't go back on
Yeah.
to his Hangouts, including himself. So he needs to sort that out.
Hey, what's happening, Roberto? Yeah, go Bobo. Thunder's best BFF.
I said, mate, I'll tie that car and drag him behind it.
I don't know. Roberto's been on his stream a couple times. So
Like, I've got a website where these guys you pay $300 and they'll find any troll and who they are. They're like internet
Cool.
detectives.
Cool.
I'll pay the $300, man. I don't give a shit. I'll pay it, and then I'll let everybody know who he is.
I think he's trying to be the what's his name? Hugh Hefner of YouTube now.
Yeah, well, we know what happened to Hugh.
Oh gosh. This new dog we got. Okay, Thunder.
Yo.
Thunder, why don't you tell Roberto what he did? Because I'll get pissed and start to rattle.
Okay, Roberto, we were doing a live stream on YouTube with Focus using Google Hangouts. And what he did is first off, he jumped on the Hangouts and he muted us all, which was fine. Then he booted me a couple of times. And then I went to get back on and I found that I was banned from the Hangouts. And then he kicked Eric off of there and banned Eric from there. And in the meantime, Focus is trying to work out how to unban us. And in that time, he banned Focus from his own Hangouts. Leaving Graham there by himself.
Graham's making a couple rare appearances live on air. Same as Bobo, he gets a lot of anus. So
left me sitting there like a festive fart in a pickle jar.
Yeah, they're sitting there saying, well, actually Graham hits the ground. Then we're on a road trip 3 days after he lands. For 3 days.
Won't be long. That's all right.
For 3 days.
3 days to settle in and then off.
Well, really 2, because you're leaving on the 3rd. We're leaving on the 3rd.
Okay.
Mark the calendar, 21st. Which reminds me, I got to call that freaking in next week. So. But
yeah.
But that little fucker, man, I don't know how he did it.
No.
He got me not once, he got me twice.
We don't have a clue how we did it.
I have no clue either.
Yeah, obviously he can do it because I said I was banned from getting back in there.
You were first and I was second.
and then he banned Focus from his own Hangouts.
What are the chances that Go Bogo is actually Mrs. Heminger?
Was that Mrs. Heminger computers?
No, but I mean, could it be that in a past life that Go Bogo was actually Mrs. Heminger?
I know. See, I never really knew that Mrs. Heminger. I hear you guys talk about him, but I don't know who he is.
I think someone knows who it is.
Someone Go is.
Yeah, look, I half recall in a live chat, Go claiming that a couple of people knew who he was. I don't recall who they were because I wasn't paying that much attention. Sometimes when these live streams are on, I'll be busy doing some other things, just some paperwork or something like that, and just listening in the background. So I only half listen and I only half read the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. He talks a lot of shit. I don't think he. I don't know if he wants anyone to know who he is, really.
Well, actually, there is a. There was an anti-Mrs. Heminger that went around and trolled Mrs. Heminger as Mr. Tux would troll Mrs. Heminger as Mrs. Heminger was trying to troll others.
I haven't seen Mr. Tux for a long time.
Probably busy.
Whose face did you see, Mr. Is Story?
Go-Go's.
Was it Go-Go's face you seen?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it was a mullet. But yeah.
19.
I intend to change the shape of that face, I tell you.
Yeah. Who was that drunk that Barry kicked off his live stream that night? Or muted him.
Not Michael?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah. Oh, a chubby just a chubby with a faggot hairstyle. I guess Focus is still trying to undo his hangouts because he won't be able to stream until.
No, he won't be able to stream. No, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, Astoria.
I'd love.
It must have just been for a few seconds that he had the cam on, was it?
Can you imagine an angry Cajun? What he'd sound like right now?
Yeah. Oh, he'll be pissed. Oh yeah, he'll be pissed. All right.
Yeah, well, Mr. Chubby, mate, no bullshit. I'll take a bit of weight off him.
He looks like Ozzy Osbourne had a half Filipino child. Hey, I don't mind. We looked in Uvalde, Texas, too, at houses.
I wondered why you were saying about him being half Filipino or half Aussie, Mr. His Story. Ah, interesting.
What happened to the one guy that used to come Barry stream all the time? He was Filipino and he moved. He works from, I can't think of his name. Real nice. In the Manila area.
You broke up. Didn't hear all of that.
No, there was a guy that used to come on Barry stream all the time. He was Filipino, but grew up in the States, and he moved back.
Not the Pinole Troll?
No, I miss him. God, he had a palm tree or something as his avatar. Lived in Manila, a condo down in Paranaque or somewhere down south.
Yeah, he was a younger guy.
Yeah,
I remember.
he's like Barry hasn't been live streaming anymore lately either.
I haven't seen him for a long time.
Hold on, I'm gonna do something because he's blocked. He can't see or anything. Or hold on, let me see if I can do this. Hold on.
Yeah, Mr. His Story. He is very tech savvy. He is one of those little turds that just sits in his room on a computer.
Apparently so.
Well, he's going to shit his pants when he fucking meets me.
Oh God, you're that mad?
Yeah, serious, man. I'm not going to be fucked with like that.
Yeah, well, that's fucking rude. Real femboy. I see he's got a lot of fans come over here. So,
It'd be funny if he come from Adelaide.
Mate, he comes from Adelaide, he's in the shit real quick.
So, yeah. I'm just waiting to get everything done so I can get to the States for a while. Because I found out traveling, it's easier to get my wife a dual than it is to sit down and punch out visa applications for all the countries in Europe to go to.
Well, it'd be easier for her to travel around on an American passport. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like, we want to go to Europe and Australia. I definitely want to come to Sydney and Brisbane. Probably Perth. I'm on the fence with Bobo.
Now that of all the cities, Graham is biased, so don't listen to him. But Perth is probably one of the prettiest cities in Australia.
Yeah, and I honestly lived in Kuwait, been to Iraq, been to Afghanistan. So going outside the city in the desert doesn't bother me.
It doesn't take long to get out in the middle of nowhere in Australia, but you really enjoy it, actually.
Yeah, actually, there's a place I really want to go to, the place where they dig the Goober Pedy.
Opal, yeah.
I just want to stay in one of those hotels that are underground.
They look cool, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And they use
a lot of traveling to get there, but
Sorry?
You got to drive in, so it's a lot of traveling to get there.
Oh, they don't have an airport? They don't have an airport?
You might get You might get a light plane in there, Graham.
Yeah, perhaps.
And I'm dead set on going up north and shooting a water buffalo.
You'd probably have more success doing that. Yeah, you'd have a better time doing that, I think.
No, I just want to go to Goober Pedy so I can see. I just want to stay in one of them underground hotels because there's one in the States. I'm going to take that's a hotel I wanted to stay at as a kid, and now I can take my wife. We're going to go. So we're discussing Singapore too for 10 days in Singapore.
Yeah, Singapore would be nice, but expensive.
Actually, I found flights and 10 days in a 4-star hotel for $1,200, $600 US a person.
That's all right.
Yeah, and it's right by a train station. So if it's anything like Hong Kong, we should be fine.
That's a good question, Graham.
Yeah, well. Let's see. Focus his house right now. Right click.
Yeah, he will be. He'll be up all night trying to do that. I mean, when things are wrong, technically speaking, they're wrong and you can't, if you don't know your way around, it can be difficult. But as long as you, it's like anything, once you've done it once or twice, then it becomes easy,
Yeah, well, I had to figure it out because I had blocked Professor X at one time. He pissed me off. Your Google
on Hangouts.
Yeah, he pissed me off because he pissed a lot of people off. I Googled the Philippines and I'm an expert now. Expert. In the country for 2 weeks and got robbed blind.
Welcome back, Dick Insider.
Thanks.
Yeah. Dick Insider was around for that conversation.
Which conversation we talking about?
When Professor X was in the Philippines and Manila for 2 weeks, stayed, moved into the ghetto of Manila and got robbed.
Yeah, he was an expert, all right.
Well, Graham was smart. He got off the airplane, got met, to a decent city. Then we handed him off to Johnny and the expat TV guys.
It's kind of like Frank. He was out 23,000 pesos within a couple of hours of getting off the plane, despite the fact that he too was a Philippines expert.
Yeah. I said it before. Seriously, when I first came, we were married, but when we went back to Kuwait, and when I was coming back and forth, when I took the job in Afghanistan for a while, my wife would make sure off the plane, then back here, then take me back to the airport. Now I can go by myself now.
Now you're big boy enough.
I've been married long enough. So
some people treat Filipinos like they're, you know, a different creature.
Yeah.
So they drop their guard, and you know, they think that there's some unknown creature, and they're not to that extent.
He actually, Professor did one positive thing when he landed. He found the hobo within the first 3 days and got the video of that hole in the back of his head.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did too.
It's in Makati. Now he was, yeah. I think Frank's lonely because Dave is gone now. The hobo's gone. He's looking for somebody to talk about.
Yeah, he's been expanding. He's started up on Steve Montelli and
he's just fishing.
Jeremy.
Yeah, he's just fishing. Yeah. It's the only thing he knows how to do is to create a battle. You know, he has to be in a battle.
Well, he just needs to get I think he's just jealous because Focus has a better chair. Thunder's quiet. He's still thinking them endorphins in his brain are going on about Go-Go, the green shit.
You're dead right. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do to the prick.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man.
Well, yeah. That was I got to say, that was kind of a ballsy move what he did.
Yeah, ballsy and fucking stupid. Like I said, mate, if it's only going to cost me $300, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That website sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Hang on, I'll see if I can get it up and tell you what it is.
Well, actually, it has some use for it.
Someone posted it in a live stream once about if you wanted to track anyone down on the internet, like trolls, and they side up. And I've bookmarked it.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Hey,
Well,
Big Grandma, he's making an appearance on the live stream.
You're in and out. Say that again.
I said, got to give props to Graham is on the live stream.
Oh, yeah.
The calendar, it's a rare appearance.
Okay, guys, it's called Rexfield, REXXFIELD, Rexfield Digital Investigation.
Okay.
Do you want to post it in Hangouts?
It says helps you to work out the identity of your online attacker.
Rexfield
Investigation.
Online investigations.
Say Rex, REXX.
Yeah, REXX.
Why don't you just copy and paste? You have a wrench.
Okay.
You can drop it in the chat. That'll be easy. Hey, let's start a GoFundMe for that. So, Graham, 26 weeks.
And it goes through any criminal records and shit like that on them as well.
They've been around for some time.
Oh, Australia, UK, EU, UK, other than they don't do the US. They just do Australia, UK. They have offices.
No, but that might be where they're based, but
No, it's a U.S. number.
it's across the world. So yeah, you're right. That's a US number.
That is.
Yeah.
USA, yeah. Oh, New York, New York.
If you're watching GoGo, have a look. Copy that one.
This is going to be the topic of discussion now for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it could be. Or until, usually the discussions expire when something else comes up.
Yeah. How legal is it? It is. They're a licensed, limited license company in New York. That's probably why they're based in the New York. Services. Here we go. Let's read this. Ooh. Remove anything from a Google search within weeks. Removal of online libel, defamation, privacy invasion. Legal support for forensic investigations. Expert. Oh, here's the one for GoGo. Cyber stalkers. General advisory. Rexfield recommends that in consider online dating or participation in social networking, take the warning signs of antisocial personality disorder, aka psychopaths.
Well, that about covers him.
The smear campaign, trademark of a sociopath.
You might need this yourself in a few weeks, GoGo. Take note.
Hacker vulnerability, we don't spin. Protects the victim. Oh, wow. I'm saving that just in case.
Yeah, when someone put it in the chat once, I took it down straight away. I thought it might be handy, might use it one day.
And you just did.
Yeah, who would have known, eh?
Yeah. Karma. So, wow. Hey, what email? I got to ask because I didn't hear it. What email did Focus get threatening?
His Focus Photoshop email.
Yeah, somebody sent him one?
Yeah, threatening him and his family.
Oh, lovely.
Got that this morning. First thing in the morning, he went to his computer and there was an email there with all this threatening shit.
Really? And they put their
somebody from the States.
He said they were stupid enough to use an email that he was able to put into some program he's got, and it identified him.
Really? Sounds like an MO of some people we know.
Yeah. I think I only got there after they were talking about it, so I think maybe Dick and Snyder might know more about it.
No, I'm sorry, I was reading. Know more about what?
About the email that Focus got this morning.
Oh, no, just somebody had emailed him and from their main account, and through that he was able to trace back all of the guy's troll accounts, but he didn't give up who it was.
Okay. Must be somebody famous.
However, I think after about three fingers of scotch, he might give it up.
You'll be right.
Yeah, he says nasty shit to people. That isn't surprising. Well, that's everybody's opinion. But Yeah. I hated to spin the show up. We were going along so good too. Okay, next thing you know, I'm sitting here going, I went to this one, click, can't go. I said, Graham, send me the link. Send me the link. Can't get in. Cannot join. Went to this one, cannot join. I was like, fuck me.
And you all laughing at me.
It's hard to explain to him how to unblock people by typing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was trying to tell him, but I don't know. See, I imagine he probably still had his YouTube muted. So
No, he ended the stream.
I don't think he could. I think he said he couldn't end the stream because he got booted out of it.
Oh.
Well, I was the last one in the room, and I closed the room, so maybe that ended it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And Focus doesn't attack people's families though. Lost.
Yeah.
It's a line that Focus won't cross.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we know who attacks people's families. Not mentioning names, not getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, fuck me. What the fuck's going on? I was starting to get mad.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Come in and see what was being said.
Yeah.
That guy's got a real problem.
Yeah. But whoever it was, don't worry. If they cross the line, nowadays you can buy a burner phone and they can still trace that shit.
Yeah.
They're just baiters, they just bait you.
Yeah, well,
but there's a few people online that do that, and they just do it for a reaction. They just do it for a reaction. And what's happening now is it's a bit like comedians that can't tell jokes that nobody wants to watch. They just get cruder and cruder and cruder. It's like that stupid woman that held up the the dummy head of Trump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's her name.
And try to call it a joke. When she's been around for, I don't know how she survived in comedy actually, because she's just not funny. These trolls are just not they're unpopular people.
Yeah.
It's like Frank hasn't got a friend in the world. I mean, that's obvious.
He lost that one. Pepito the dog.
Even the dog doesn't want to go near him.
Yeah.
Unless he's got some food.
No, seriously. Somebody sent that picture of him beating the dog to the Philippine animal welfare people.
Well, was he beating the dog? Was he?
Yeah, he had a meltdown or something. Or the dog was bothering him during one of his time sitting in the chair.
I didn't know. I can't watch him. It's just I don't know. He's unwatchable.
Okay, who's Chihuahua?
That'd be mine.
That's a fashion accessory, not a dog. When you come to the Philippines, you see them walking around the world carrying their fashion accessories. So, yeah.
Over here, mate, I've seen them bloody carrying around in their handbags.
Oh, yeah. It's getting like that over here, too. You see it a lot in China and Hong Kong.
There's a name for them. They call them carry dogs. They actually call them carry dogs.
Well, I call them fucking fashion accessories.
If you for those that remember, what's her name, Zsa Zsa Gabor, she used to carry one around all the time. So that kind of fashion accessories, just that's gone back, a couple of generations now.
Yeah, when you see them in China carrying them, they're just bringing home dinner.
That's what you call take. That's fresh takeaway right there.
Hey, they just again busted 3 Koreans in a truck with a truckload of dog carcasses for dinner.
Oh, where at?
Manila. where it's illegal. It's legal up here, but you have to be
Indigenous, right?
yeah, indigenous Igorot, Ebeloy. So, more power to them. Hey, Thunder,
Yeah.
we ought to just go halves on that little bastard.
It's all good, mate. I'll get a decent sized settlement soon.
375. It said was the price.
Yeah, that's US.
On that,
So
on that side. Yeah, it would be US. So that's, I guess, up near 500 Australian, somewhere near there.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's for a service, not for software, right?
Yeah, that's for the service.
That's right. That's right.
So anybody you want to investigate, it's $375 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I read. You'd have to go into it more. You'd have to contact them and ask about it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that they're not the only service available. There'd be others.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Actually, my son's at college doing a course of becoming a Microsoft network engineer. I bet you he'd know some bloody hackers.
Probably.
Oh, wow. Believe it or not, you wouldn't believe how many self-taught hackers we have here in the Philippines.
Well, you're right. A lot of people do it like a sport.
Mm-hmm.
That's their entertainment.
That could explain him. If he's half Filipino, he could be in the Philippines.
Maybe.
Yeah, but a lot of guys that are halfway there, they're trapped in their brain. They're trapped in a first world country. They can't get back.
No.
So, let's put it this way: the rumor about someone being a lawyer when they're online for 20 out of 24 hours over many days. Not many lawyers have that time on their hands, do they?
No.
So I doubt that that's the case.
Yeah. Actually, that link I sent Graham is a good topic to talk about. It looks like Vietnam are getting rid of the backpacking millennials.
Oh, they haven't. Yeah, I didn't check it out yet. They're having a clean out, are they?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, we had some come up here, and I was at the bus station coming back, and these Canadians, there's like 10 of them. They wanted to backpack through Baguio, through the mountains to Ilocos Norte, the very northern tip of the island. They're heading to a place called Bosco. So if you ever Google Earth it or anything, it's a little tiny island that's like sits between the Philippines and Taiwan, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they were going to backpack from Baguio to Sagada. Okay. Walking through the mountains. And finally the police said, no, you need to take the bus. You can't do that, and steered them away. Yeah, once a year. Graham, you'll see them when you get over here to us around this time of the year that you'll see the backpacking millennials come through.
Well, they must do a lot of research on the place, eh?
Well, they don't research it enough to get the people that be here.
That's what I mean.
I got to hand it to you and Thunder. You guys ask a lot of questions and want to know firsthand knowledge.
Yeah, well, it's crazy to go to a country like the Philippines and not knowing what you're going to get yourself into.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I can tell you is don't stay in Manila. If you do, stay one night. Go out during the day. Stay in Pasay during the night around Moa, around Blue Bay Walk. That's about it.
Well, it'll take you longer than that to walk out of Manila.
Yeah. It's not really Manila anymore. They renamed it. It's the National Capital Region now. Yeah.
Well, it's too big.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about it, it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, where I live, the city's big. You just don't realize it. It doesn't look like it because we're spread out.
Yeah, but you don't have the population up there, really.
About 600,000 year round. Right after you leave, it'll balloon to about 6 million.
6 million?
Mm-hmm. Panabenga Flower Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Flower Festival.
I've never wanted to see a flower that much in all my life.
Okay, kind of compare this. Okay, it's kind of like the Rose Parade.
Mhm.
Take the Rose Parade and make it a month long.
Yeah, I'll watch it on TV.
Yeah, that's what I do now. I don't even go downtown. That time. We do like the opening parade, then the closing. That's it.
So one of the things that struck me about Baguio is that the road infrastructure is not there at all, which is the streets are like a car park.
Mm-hmm.
Only all the cars are running; they're all on idle, and every fifth car is a jeepney,
Mm-hmm.
which is an old a jeepney is just basically an old diesel truck.
It's a World War II ammo carrier with a different back on it.
Yeah.
And they're not even really World War II ammo carriers anymore, except for the frame, because they take the motors out. I mean, people over here are brilliant. Like they can retrofit a motor into anything.
I had a Toyota truck. A guy bought, and it wasn't at the end of its life, but it was at the end of its life for me. I didn't use it for about 3 years. It just sat around. It was probably about 15 years old, and his plan was to ship it to the Philippines. And I said, how? So they're just you're going to pay all that money just to ship an old truck to? And he said, yeah, well, he ships it over whole, but they break it down.
Mm-hmm.
They break it down, and he said that he would get his money back. I think he paid about $3,000 for the truck. He said he would get his money back on the back springs because the back springs were brand new. I just put them in. So there's money to be made. He said that the engines, the diesel Toyota engines, are very, very well sought after.
Mm-hmm.
And he just seemed to know his stuff, and that's what he did for a living. He exported trucks to the Philippines.
I have a subscriber with not mentioning him. He ships classic Asian motorcycles to Hong Kong to collectors.
There's a question for you in the chat, Eric.
Yes.
Did you ever find the Australian restaurant in Baguio?
No, and it's actually not a real Australian restaurant. From what people say, it's like a chain of them, like a franchise. They might have good meat and potatoes, but other than that, they used to have one at the mall, and it's gone. It was gone. So they either moved or didn't get the ball. The mall reinvents itself every 6 months. Actually, Graham will give a report after being here for a while. I will take him. Actually, we did get a UK fish and chips here that's really good.
Yeah, well, by the time I've been there for 2 or 3 weeks, that might be a bit of relief for me. Just to get a simple fish and chips.
And I've got my good old-fashioned backup for food, the Red Lion Pub.
Yeah, that was all right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Building yourself up for all that rice, Graham?
There's plenty to eat there that's not rice.
Okay.
The trouble is that sometimes the people you surround yourself with get a bit upset when you're not eating rice.
Oh, trust me, it took me 1.5 years. Now, my better half, she's resigned herself to the fact that I will only touch it once a year.
Once a year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm okay with a couple of times a month.
Oh no, I'm American. I like that good old fashioned American long grain wild rice.
You can find it there.
You can't find Uncle Ben's wild rice here.
No, you can find jasmine rice though.
That's still not the same as long grain American wild rice.
Oh.
Dick Insider and Focus know what I'm talking about.
I went out for a meal the other day and they had black rice. So it piqued my interest and I ordered some. Geez, it was good, really good.
Yeah, well.
Nothing like rice that I've ever had before in my life. So I want to try that out if I can find some over there.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Focus, everything okay, Focus? Hey, Higanti.
Hey, is Focus here?
No, I was just stirring shit.
No. Hey, if you got pissed, he must be really pissed trying to unfuck his hangouts now.
Can you do that? Going off in that Cajun accent?
I don't think he was pissed at first. But once the realization set in.
Mate, I won't be getting any sleep tonight.
Yeah, well.
Have you got him on Messenger, Eric?
No. I just got his email. Or I had his email.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, wow, he did it to 2 people, 3 people.
Yeah, it's hilarious to you, Graham. He didn't do it to you. You were left.
That's why it's hilarious.
Well, you know.
If I'd have been first, I'd have been just as pissed as you.
That makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was like, wow. Wow. Shit happens, man.
It will. It will happen.
Yeah.
Focus might be over there still talking to himself.
No, he ended the stream, or the stream ended.
Yeah, Focus got kicked off the Hangouts himself.
Yeah, so.
I'm just saying he's Cajun. He may not realize that.
There's nothing wrong.
That's a good point.
Don't hold back.
Actually, we'll let me do this again.
Oh, Higanti, eating lots of rice, mate.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to drop this again because we're going
to go run a few errands, guys. I'll be back if y'all are still on.
No, actually, we probably won't be because Graham's bedtime, and it's
yeah, I got work tomorrow. I got a long day.
Retire like I did.
All right, well, good talking to y'all.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Take care.
See you, DC.
I'll get you up. We'll help you later on Facebook.
All right.
So, yeah. Oh my God. And Tatimbag, I assume you have a guide with you, right? No, the backpackers here are Google warriors. They Google it and they walk.
No, but he's traveling through Mindanao at the moment.
The last Barry sighting, he was heading to Lapu Lapu.
Barry did another live stream not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think the notifications.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I wish the guy the best of luck. Wish the guy the best of luck.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I can't see how he's going to survive. Really,
I gave him some advice on where to come and live cheaply he can still get some Western, he can still get some Filipino, and rent a really nice place for 3,000 pesos a month.
Jesus, that's cheap.
Yeah. I mean, and he can do it to where he doesn't have to live in a city. He can be in between two, and the provincial buses will pick him up and take him into a major city if he's got a shop, or, you know, he can travel. It's the main highway on Luzon from Baguio, from the north to the south, the old road. And there's a lot of cities, a lot of malls now. Everywhere you go, there's an SM now of some kind. There's plenty of transportation, jeepneys, trike taxis, petty cabs. Then if he has to go to Manila for business, he just hops on the bus. It's a couple hundred pesos.
There are a lot of Westerners living like that.
Yeah.
You know, they've got quite a small income, and they're not living in the big cities.
Yeah.
I just got the feeling he likes the nightlife too much.
There's nightlife out there, but there's towns out there along that highway that a lot of condos live in. Rosales, Pangasinan, Tarlac City, Tarlac, Porzubio. There's a guy that subscribed to me. He lives in Porzubio with his wife. Actually, no, he owns guns. He might shoot Barry. I mean, even the town where my wife and I have property, they've now got a McDonald's, a Jollibee, a nice grocery store expanded. The Mask of Go-Go. Bye. Do you know who that is, Thunder?
The Mask of Go-Go?
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea.
Go-Go told me to tell you. Better in focus.
Bye. So I'll just add him to
see you both on his Friday show. That's hilarious.
So, you know, there's a lot of things, a lot of things that are good for Barry too. And plus, actually, Barry gets along better with the locals than he does with other foreigners.
Yeah, I think he's trying to live beyond his means.
Yeah. I'm saying, I'm sitting here after Frank did his little 6,000 peso for a couple chickens and some noodles and some juice. Just coincidentally, I went to the grocery store after this fact and did a 7.5 shopping, and that was like 4 boxes and 3 big humongous shopping bags. So I take that back. It would be 8.5 because my wife went to the market and got 20 kilos of fruit and vegetables fresh. And that was a whole month. So I do not know what that old man's doing down there.
Yeah, but surely his partner would give him some advice. I mean, it's not like she's 20 years old and doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's been on the planet for quite some time. Surely she knows how to get the value out of it. The money that he has,
and
she just let him go.
I swear to God, Graham, I told you this. I think once he hits the local market, they say, "Uh-oh, that condo's here. Prices go up."
Well, if he's walked in there and spoken to them the way he speaks to people on YouTube, then
he's got a reputation.
Yeah, and they'll know. Obviously, they'll know who he is because he'll stand out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's bad news travels fast.
Yeah,
they'll be telling each other, "Look, this is it."
Hey, my first trip, my wife said, "Walk 10 feet behind me."
Mm.
Why is that?
You pay the condo tax.
Oh shit!
In the market,
there's no prices in those markets.
There is now up here. They crack down. They crack down on them since they're renovating the market, our central market. Like during the typhoon, Did you get to see the
Yeah.
Central Market, Graham?
No, it wasn't there long enough.
We got one street that's like 6 blocks. Okay. During the typhoon, there was so much water coming off of that mountain because the market sits on the side of a mountain. It looked like spillways from a dam coming out of the stalls.
Yeah, but it's Baguio. Everything sits on the side of a mountain.
Oh, Burnham Park doesn't. The
No.
park I think's the flattest place in Baguio.
Probably is, yeah.
But yeah, it looked like somebody opened the fucking gates to a dam spillway, and it was like coming out.
Well, that dam would be full, I'd imagine.
No, they opened the floodgates when the typhoon was coming and lowered it and kept them open during the typhoon.
Oh, right.
So everybody in the province got flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they must be worried that the dam can't handle it.
Well, I didn't take pictures, but I know somebody that does. I'm going to put them up on a slideshow soon on my other channel, which I just dropped the link to, guys. So subscribe, come on over. There will be stuff going up as soon as I learn how to use Film Editor.
Yeah, I've already subscribed, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was like, I can't get the guy. He was complaining about broccoli. And I'm sitting here thinking, where the fuck do you live in the Philippines? Yeah, it's going to be expensive because it leaves either Baguio or Mindanao. It changes hands 5 fucking times before it gets to you, the end user.
Yeah, but if he's that hard up for something like cauliflower broccoli, all he's got to do is buy frozen.
Oh, fuck. I've just got an email from guess who?
Focus.
No.
Go.
Yeah, go.
Hey, I apologize.
Was it a nice email?
I don't know if I want to open it.
I wouldn't. Why don't you just put him in the spam file?
Fucking bastard.
It'll be him apologising because he's heard you go off.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't really want to open it.
Now I'd put him in the spam file, so everything that comes there is spam.
Yeah, I reckon I might have to because I don't trust the little prick.
Hold on, let me see something. Let me see if I got one too, because mine's on the channel description. I might have to take that shit out.
Yeah, well, it's under the name of the Mask of Go-Go.
Oh,
Yep.
is it?
Ooh, let me see what we got here. I know who this is.
Read it out loud. I think you're right, Lost. I think you should open it and read it.
Wrong city, wrong city, wrong city. I wouldn't read it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to open it, mate.
Yeah.
It'll just be the same thing as what was typed into the chat.
Don't egg him on, Graham. You might give his computer a virus.
No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, I'm using Hangouts on my phone while I watch watch YouTube on my laptop.
Oh, I wouldn't do it.
You little green faggot.
Hey, you know what? After tonight, I'm ready to do a GoFundMe to get Frank a life. The guy just puzzles me. I mean, I thought he would shut up after Quentong Baloo went back to the States.
Well, 50 years ago, he'd be in an institution.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean 50 years ago? He should be there now.
No, but those institutions barely exist anymore. You know, in the Western world,
They do in the
expensive.
United States.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Where my mom lives, they still have a state mental hospital.
Well, here they shut them all down because they're too expensive, and they just open the door and let them out.
Yeah, well, they still got the state facility.
Now they're homeless.
And they've still got the criminally insane down there too.
I think we've got that, but they keep those guys locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We those places.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, actually, my grandmother, my great grandmother, took my mother. That was the big thing. Take a ride from Baltimore City out to the country to watch the nutcases in their pens. That was on a Sunday because it was open. My grandmother said you could drive around and watch them.
Ah.
Yeah.
You want to keep a fair distance from them.
Well, no, they were all behind chain link fence and concertina wire.
Oh, I see. Yeah, fair enough.
But you used to be able to drive. It's probably still open parts of it, but I know part of it became a police academy. They changed it over to a police academy.
See the gap for them poor buggers between sane and insane. Sometimes
lost the
it's a
Nomad.
fine line.
He did once in a while. He has once in a while attacked Dave. So
Does he really?
once in a while, he mentions it.
Well, I haven't put a time on it, but Dave hasn't been around for a little while.
Yeah, I'm not going to be around soon. Hopefully, knock on wood, pray.
He's just doing that. He's got nothing else. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's probably doing it to cause up this shit to try and get subscribers to hear him go off.
Yeah.
And I won't subscribe to him. Simple as that.
Well, I don't subscribe to him, but somebody sends it to me on Facebook, then I forward it to people.
No, I don't watch him. I'm not subscribed to him, and frankly, just not interested in him.
I'll tell you how big of how he thinks people are stupid. Because a long time ago, he was standing behind a tree in Hawaii, claiming he was at an undisclosed location in Makatan, Cebu.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I heard about that. That's the one where someone picked out one of the trees and said those trees aren't in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Jesus. So he's pretty bright as well, then.
There's also
as sharp as a bowling ball.
Then there's something going around where he was blackmailing somebody famous. If you go over to Dick Insider's channel, I think the video might still be up.
Yeah, I've subscribed to Dick Insider's channel. I watched the last couple. I've got to go through from the beginning and watch all these videos.
Yeah, there's one he does where it was somebody famous. He took something and he ended up trying to blackmail the family or something.
Jesus Christ.
I think even Frank claimed he was a roadie for the Rolling Stones at one time too.
He's claimed quite a few things.
That's like the guy that said he was a Scotch Argyle. I could not find anything on him.
Jesus.
Well,
I think if you haven't watched him for a year, Lost, you haven't really.
You haven't missed
anything. No.
Just make sure when you're watching it, Lost, you have a barf bag ready.
But he could have had his little channel where he just shows people his version of stumbling through life.
He's got two,
and it would have been okay. He would have got a few people following him and this and that, but instead he's just got half the community hating on him.
No, try
more than that.
Hold on.
Yeah. That's like he was bragging today that he had 870 subs. Well, really, it's 870 trolls he's probably got.
Hold on. He's got two channels. Hold on.
Yeah, but it's taken him, because he got strikes, so he opened a second channel. But it's taken him something like three years, would it be? Somewhere near there.
Oh, my God. That guy opened his mouth up.
Who's that?
The hobo, Frank Battaglia versus Dave Phelps on Hell. Peter Van Dever speaks. Peter Van Dever on Frank Battaglia. Let's talk Frank Battaglia. Is the guy really that bad? Does he have a right to have a channel on YouTube? Peter Van Dever gives his thoughts.
Oh, shit.
Wow, Frank's a popular guy. Frank Battaglia, the tree video. Frank Battaglia getting some shade in Makatan Cebu.
That would be some intellectual conversation right there.
He's got a bunch of them. But no, he's actually got one with 875 with 346 videos. Then he's got his other one, which is like a cartoon icon of him with 73 subscribers.
Yeah, that was his backup channel.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Thunder, Eric's actually met the hobo, haven't you, Eric?
Yes, I did. I met the hobo in a police station.
See, I don't know. I listened to him, but he's got that really whiny voice. It's just horrible to listen to.
Who, the hobo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, trust me, you didn't have smell-o-vision from inside the PNP station here.
Oh, shit.
Okay. He was wearing the Philippine version of flip-flops, you know, like the ones my wife buys for like 50 pesos for around the house. Okay.
Yeah.
One of the straps was missing. His feet were black.
He got a new nickname, didn't he?
Yeah, Blackfoot.
Yeah, Blackfoot. Yeah, that's right.
And he sat there, and the guy had him. They had the CCTV footage. And he sat there, which one? Which one? Which one? Then he wanted to kick me and Dave's ass out on the street.
Well, what did he do? What was he in the...
He was stealing internet.
He stole internet and cookies from an internet shop.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, needless to say, a bunch of people got together and compensated the guy that turned him into the police for his lost time at work. And you needed smell-o-vision. Seriously.
Shit.
Well, the investigator that was handling him was actually knew my sister-in-law. So the hobo didn't like that either. But you should have heard him in Tagalog. All the police were fighting over who's going to take him to the jail and have to give him a bath.
Oh, God. Jesus.
I mean,
how did he manage to not get kicked out of the country sooner?
Well, okay, what it all ended up being was the police kind of gave him counseling. He needed to be on the first thing out of Baguio before something bad happened to him on the street.
Bloody hell.
That's
so I don't know a lot about the guy. I only ever heard about him through JLB's videos when he did a video where he put the wanted pictures up of him.
Yeah. Well, and for the longest time, he's been seen hanging out by the embassy in Manila along the Baywalk trying to get home. But
Jeez.
if he repatriated, he's not going to get a passport till he pays off the plane ticket, so he'll never, you know, make it back anywhere.
Yeah. I've seen him. I think it must have been a Big Kev show. And
I ran him off of there one time. Lost the Nomad was on there with me.
Yeah, he was saying that he doesn't want to go back there.
Yeah, well, he's in Texas now where everybody carries guns. He better watch himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a weird situation to be in, to where you're that low to.
Now he was on. I jumped the stream on Kev's show one time. He was on there to run him off, and Lost the Nomad was on there, and I said, he said, if I'm leaving, if Eric comes on the stream, he came on. I just said, bye. Yeah,
I remember that. He just left.
I've seen that one as well.
I was like, yeah, fuck you.
Oh, look, he's got a show running.
Big Kev?
No.
Go?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention the little green bastard's name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God damn.
Right now,
I've got to sign off, fellas. I've got to hit the sack.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, Graham, I'll talk to you tomorrow, which I know you will. So,
All right, guys. Later.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
So,
must be getting close to midnight there in Baguio.
yeah. Yeah. I just met Graham in person like last May when he came up.
Yeah, well, yeah, Graham's pretty smart. He doesn't talk too much about what he does there, but I
Yeah.
did know that he was going out away from Manila and sort of from a few
Okay.
things.
Hey, Lost the Nomad, if you want to come on and talk, bro, come on. I'm going to take the link out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bingo.
Is it gone?
Yep, it's done. Yeah, that's the problem. See, people like GoGo now have made it dangerous to put the link in the chats now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bullshit.
That's why I was telling. Is the link gone?
Yeah, it's all gone now.
Showing up on mine. That's
Yeah,
why.
it says
Okay.
message. I can just see message retracted.
Okay. Look good. Lost the Nomad's always welcome on.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like talking to Lost.
Yeah. We're mm-hmm. So
I'm kind of a little bit bewildered that Focus had a go at Lost. I don't understand why, because um, Lost is a decent guy, so I'm not sure what Focus would have had against Lost.
hold on here. Let me do this again. Hold on. Okay, that's for Lost the Nomad.
Just give me 5 minutes. I'm going to make myself a coffee.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Lost the Nomad.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna remove it and Gmail it to him. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. No, we're still up, Lost. Email. So hold on. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? So can you? Yeah, we're still broadcasting. Okay, check your email. Lost. Yeah, I copied and pasted it.
Hey, Eric, you hear me?
Yeah, I got you lost. How's it going?
Good. Just working today.
Yeah, well, you guys got PV in the great state of Texas now.
Yep, he is here.
Because he was complaining about $1,000 a month apartments or something.
Yeah, it's man, Austin has gotten quite expensive to live in.
Yeah. Yeah, so that hurricane didn't hit you, did it?
No, I don't know if we're getting some kind of remnants of it afterwards. Man, it's been raining for a while here.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost it on Focus's channel, but hey, we're over here now, so I figured do a little show because I haven't been around for a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah. Too much shit going on. Decided to shut it down for a while, and Focus got hacked, and we came over here. So,
well, I mean, you haven't been doing anything online, or at least I haven't heard you.
Nah, I haven't. I've been busy with just around the house and getting my wife's stuff straightened out for the States.
Yeah, you're gonna be I heard you talking about that earlier, so I guess you're heading back soon.
Yeah, actually, I added Uvalde, Texas to my house shopping list.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's not too far from me.
Mm-mm. So I'm close enough to the hill country. I can do my outdoor stuff. If not, it'll probably be down in Georgia somewhere.
Okay.
So, plus I got a cousin now in Houston. So he moved down to Houston. So
yeah, I got a cousin who lives in Houston also. I visit.
Yeah, he's
rarely, so.
He's a repo man down there. so I'm glad Dave made it back. He was jonesing to get back.
Yeah, actually, I met with him a few weeks ago, actually.
Yeah, I hope he's doing good.
Yeah, he seems like he's doing fine.
So, somebody, Johnny Warrior, told me about Uvalde, so I'm checking it out.
He told you about what?
He told me about Uvalde, Texas.
Oh, okay.
To check out, because I heard you guys might be turning down there. Might be my favorite place. You guys are going to be a constitutional carry state soon.
Well, it's open carry here anyway.
Yeah. Well, then that's definitely on the list. So
yeah, open carry, then you can also get your concealed carry too. But,
hey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you get a fixer-upper house in Texas, what are the price? Are you guys a little bit cheaper than, like, say, East Coast on your pricing?
I'd say it would depend on what area of the East Coast you're talking about.
Like the
Northeast Coast,
like Maryland.
So much. No, probably. We're probably maybe a little cheaper than Maryland overall.
I
would guess.
Okay.
Well, the Northeast is more expensive than. Then if you start going down to Virginia and South Carolina and
Yeah, I was talking.
Whatnot.
Oh no, the home prices are substantially. You get more bang for your buck in Texas.
Yeah, you're in Uvalde. You're far enough away from Austin because Austin is crazy. We got so many people are moving here, and prices on homes are just skyrocketing. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
But yeah, you're far enough away where
it
probably won't affect you.
I'm talking like home improvement contractor 2 prices. So, like, what?
Well, if you get around here and you're looking for something that we'll have to stay in touch because that's what I do. I have my own company. I remodel homes. So.
Yes, that's good to know. I might keep you in mind and import you to Georgia.
Well, I probably won't go to Georgia. All my days of traveling for work are over.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's good to know.
How you doing, Lost?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Yeah. So.
Don't ask that. You don't want to know.
Yeah, I see the old green guy got you all frustrated, huh?
Yeah. Well, he's got a couple people frustrated.
Yeah, he likes to push people's buttons. I've been on a few of his live shows here lately. Of course, he don't ever do anything. He lets everybody else chit chat. So.
Yeah. So.
He's a weird guy.
For sure. He keeps his anonymity so he can be a weird guy. So.
Yeah, well, I was actually, somebody put something up on Facebook today. PV was complaining about Austin because a boiler alert.
Yeah,
flooding.
so the water here is, man, I on the Facebook page, probably the same one. I saw it and I made a little comment on it too. And he's so full of shit. He act like the whole city was shut down or something. I mean, some smaller kind of mom and pop places closed down. I mean, a couple of bigger restaurants did too, but he said like Chick-fil-A closed down. My neighbor is a manager for Chick-fil-A. I happened to ask. Hey, Chick-fil-A is closed? No, I don't think. We all stayed open. I was like, what about the ones downtown? I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure none of them closed. I was like, I'll call a couple. So I called a couple downtown just to see if he was full of shit or not. Yeah, he was. Or none of them closed. He's like all the big businesses, big chain restaurants, they got their own water filtration systems for the most part. So they keep things up and going.
He was complaining he probably didn't have enough money for Whataburger. Which is actually, I want to try that. We don't have them in Maryland.
No, Whataburger's a good burger place. That's usually my fast food burger of choice.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, come over.
Excuse me, I've got a mouthful of food, but
Yeah,
I like Sonics.
yeah, we got them too.
I
Down
have
there.
really been disliking Sonic lately. Some of it has to do a little bit with their customer service I've been getting lately. But yeah, I've been kind of down on Sonic here lately.
Actually, I want to go to a Texas Longhorn beef restaurant.
Oh, those are good.
I have
the land and cattle ones. Is that the ones you're referring to?
I have no idea. I just want pure Texas Longhorn beef.
Yeah, they've got ones called the Texas. I don't know if it's Longhorn is in the name. It's like Texas Cattle and Ranch or something like that. Damn, the names are crazy me. But that place is really, really good.
There's one Ted Turner runs. It's called Montana Grill or something like that. Ted Turner's. They serve an all buffalo menu.
Yeah, I don't know if those are. Well, the one where I used to live closed. So I'm not gonna say they're all closed down, but
I just remember the one in Northern Virginia by Arlington Cemetery.
Okay,
that's where I saw it.
Yeah, buffalo. I don't know if you haven't had buffalo meat. Man, that stuff's good.
Yeah. That's why another reason I want to get home, because I want to go elk hunting.
I haven't done, when I was working on the road and I was traveling all the time, my hunting days kind of ended about 15 years ago. I keep saying I'm going to get my guns all cleaned up and get back into it, but I've yet to do it.
Yeah, well, my days are coming back right now because it's
and this neighborhood. I mean, I'm the kind of in the northern Austin area outside of Georgetown a little ways, and man, there are deer running around through this neighborhood. I mean, big old does and bucks, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm missing duck and goose season right now.
Yeah, I used to duck hunt when I was younger in Louisiana, but I haven't done that since I was a
nothing like an opening day of goose season on the eastern shore of Maryland.
Well, you don't want to go back to Maryland?
No.
I don't blame you. I didn't like it when I worked up there. Well, Baltimore, I'll say that.
I'm originally from
DC area.
I grew up in Baltimore, and I worked in the DC, inside the DC Beltway for a while.
Oh fuck, man! Baltimore looked like it got raided by like had a bomb raid on it or something. Man, all the old row houses are just condemned and everything. It's crazy.
Yep, they're taking Baltimore's identity away from it. There's only one really good neighborhood still standing, and that's Little Italy, and they're all Sicilians, so nobody's gonna fuck with them.
I was really surprised about Baltimore, and of course I haven't been there in it's been close to 10 years, but I was really surprised how run down the you get outside the Inner Harbor in a couple of neighborhoods. I mean, it's a shit show.
Your government, like the Australian government, fucked up when they started to let manufacturing go offshore.
Mm-hmm.
Started importing goods rather than making your own.
Where was
they
that?
killed your car industry.
Yeah. Well, the car industry's coming back because I just read that Ford's coming back with the Outback to bring in the Bronco back and a Philippine version of the Ranger to the USA.
Yeah, well, I hope Trump does what he says he's going to do, mate, and bring manufacturing back, because it's the one thing that's killing this country where I live. So, and I know I've seen it happen to America over the years.
Mm-hmm.
America used to be a manufacturing powerhouse.
What was the name of that town? They had a federal prison. It was in Texas. They had a federal prison, Raytheon Corporation, and they just, when Trump took office, they had a freaking job fair where like 10,000 people showed up for call center. Grand Prairie.
Jesus, 10,000.
Grand Prairie, Texas. And I have no clue where that is.
No, I've never heard of that.
That's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah, Grand Prairie area. Yeah. So.
But, it's sad when you have a country like the US that was such a manufacturing giant lose so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Texas is okay because I think Senator Ted Cruz is going to get reelected. So.
Yeah, but the biggest problem is, how do you compete with these Southeast Asian countries where they're paying workers $2 a day? I don't see, unless you start putting tariffs on these guys, you're not going to survive. You can't compete.
Believe it or not, I found out that they used to make Ford. There used to be a Ford assembly plant here in the Philippines. Okay. The Thai government undercut the Philippines out of the manufacturing jobs.
Jesus.
But they're actually going to maybe get jobs back because Disney World's looking over here for property.
See, I watched an interview the other day on Duterte it was an English reporter, female, that interviewed him. And he was saying, he was blaming America, saying America came in there and they took the fat off from the Philippines. Well, the Philippines really haven't had any fat, have they?
Well, they had fat when the U.S. bases were here.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking, that U.S. brought money in. They didn't take money out.
Yeah. Well,
I'm saying that the Americans were taken from them.
Well, they're letting the Americans back in.
Smartest thing he could do.
And believe it or not, that's strange coming out of his mouth, because him and Trump seemed to got along when they had ASEAN over here.
Yeah, he was saying that. He was saying that he likes Trump. He was talking that he didn't like Obama. Issues with him.
Yeah.
But to say that, the America was taking the fat from the Philippines, well, I just don't see it. If anything, America would have brought money into their country.
Well, you know what actually brings money in to this country? It's all the OFWs in America that went to work abroad.
Yeah.
And look what's happening in Venezuela. I think the shit that's happening in Venezuela is going to spill over into Colombia, Ecuador, Bolivia, Brazil.
What's that?
Oh, it's already happened. As Eric, you might recall, my wife's from Colombia. That's where I go to all the time. Colombia's already having problems with the Venezuelans.
Yeah.
They got like a tent city already in Medellin there. They're begging around town. It's gotten bad.
Yeah. So, I remember your wife was, because you and PV had that debate before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. Yeah, I had to call him out on the BS.
Let Lost keep talking. I want to look at that picture more.
Yeah, that's my wife. That's me and my wife.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, and starting to spill. I watched your guy's lieutenant governor today on YouTube. He has asked Trump for military support to close the Texas border completely. So that ought to be real interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be. I don't know how long. I haven't paid enough attention to it. I'm not sure like how long until they're going to be at the U.S. border or whatever. Because I was down in the southern border a few days ago.
Yeah.
So, Mexico is not a. You're not going to walk that in a couple of days to the U.S. border. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's going to be a big problem soon. Wherever
Yeah.
they get to, California or Arizona, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
wherever it might be.
I was going to come when we were going to come back. I was planning a trip for us to do a 3-week drive around the country, right? Start like March, early March go down south across Texas, then cut up into Arizona, New Mexico, then cut up into Colorado, Wyoming, Yellowstone, and come around. And I was going to stop at Big Bend National Park. Then a friend of mine sent me a message, don't go to Big Bend. I'm like, why? He goes, that's where people are jumping the border now and bringing drugs through.
Yeah, two places that I regret not visiting is one is Yellowstone, and the other one is Mount Rushmore. I really wanted to see those two places.
Yeah, it's out in the Black Hills.
Did you go to the Grand Canyon, Mark?
Yeah, I flew over it,
Okay,
mate.
all right.
That
Okay, now I'm about to say, out of everywhere in the USA, I've gone to 45 of the 50 states. I haven't seen Mount Rushmore yet. I will say that, but most impressive sight actually I've just seen in my days is the Grand Canyon. I mean, that place is just a natural, amazing wonder. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything like that. It's an incredible sight. It's amazing. But like amazing to me was when I flew out of LAX at night, and as you fly out, you can see the lights of the city, and it just never seemed to end. The city was that huge compared to anything I've seen before.
Oh God, I don't like LAX. I skip it at all costs. I go through Dubai now. I go through Manila to Dubai, then Dubai straight into Washington, D.C., all Northern Virginia.
Yeah, see, I missed out by not going over to anywhere near the East Coast, and I would have liked to. But
See, my
sorry.
place, where Thunder, where I'm from, we have the largest inland bay in the world.
What's that?
The Chesapeake Bay.
Oh yeah, I've heard Chesapeake Bay. That's Chesapeake Bay, isn't that where like the first fleet left there?
No, that was Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I always remember there was a big mystery about, is it an island or something called Roanoke?
That's Roanoke.
Yeah.
That's Virginia. Yeah, that's not us. We were actually founded by a British lord, founded the colony, Lord Calvert of Calverton. So, and if you ever watched that miniseries Roots.
Yes, I did. Yeah, it's a long time ago though.
That guy's ancestor got landed and sold as a slave in Annapolis, Maryland. Alex Haley.
So. Yeah, that was a great miniseries, but a long time ago now.
Yeah. Then I like Texas. Texas has a lot of places I want to go see. San Jacinto, the Alamo.
Yeah, that would be cool.
What else is there? Wherever the Mexican army surrendered, Losto would have to help me with that. I don't know where that's at.
The Alamo is one of the most unimpressive places you'll ever see.
Seriously,
to be honest with you,
it's
it's just a little building. I mean, it's nice around there. They got a little garden and stuff, but it has such a grand story. But the Alamo itself is such a small, tiny, insignificant building, really.
No, I was talking about the one where where they defeated the Mexicans.
Oh, in Gonzales. Gonzales, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was wasn't it? It was Santa Ana. They beat, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the America's got it's so rich in its history.
Yeah, I was just at the Alamo down in San Antonio just a handful of weeks ago, and my wife actually took her citizen test finally, and we were down there for the day. That's when I ran into. That's why I didn't run into him. That's when I met Dave.
Yeah. Hey, how long did it take your wife to get it?
I am almost married for 6 years now.
Okay, so because the regular
we could have had it done faster. We probably could have got it maybe 4 to 5. We didn't push it real hard. But,
yeah.
What was it like meeting? What was it like meeting Dave? Lost.
Dave's a good guy, you know. I mean, I've always liked him. You know, we used to have conversations offline all the time, but me and him always got along. We're kind of similar people, you know, as far as personality and stuff. So, you know, it was kind of an easy mesh, me and him, in my opinion.
And I met Dave about a year ago, almost over a year ago. He came up here and brought his family up. This was before his wife. They had their daughter, and they were great people.
Yeah, like he seems very well spoken, intelligent. I don't know, but there is a picture of him and his wife on YouTube, and she looks very nice. He done well for himself.
Yeah,
but you know, he's always come across as very articulate. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish him all the best of luck. I'm jealous that he's there before me, but other than that, he's a great guy.
Yeah, it's a shame things.
Yeah, well,
went a little bit south on that, but I've got a feeling that some of this shit is caused by other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised that you and Focus had a run in Lost. I just can't see how that would happen because you're a pretty stand-up guy, mate. I can't say a bad thing about you. So I don't know what Focus had a problem with you.
Well, Johnny and I did too, but we aired our grievances out and we're fine now.
Oh, that Jeremy guy.
Johnny Warrior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had it got our grievances aired with Focus, and we're fine now. And I think that's pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I mean, I seen the stick that guys copped for going to Barry's show.
Mm-hmm.
That was just ludicrous. I mean, at the end of the day, you're a grown man. You'll pick your own friends and enemies. Mm-hmm. You don't need someone picking them for you.
Yeah, I think we lost the Nomad.
He's just got his mic muted at the moment. So he might be busy doing something. If he's got something that he's handling, like a phone call or a guest or something like that, he just mutes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a shame things went south, but
you got people trying to revive it, and it's got to stop. It's spilling over into real life.
Yeah. I mean, as much as you know, Go pissed me off. I'm not about to threaten his family or send him emails and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, shit happens.
That's just crazy. You know.
I'll do this. We can do this thing once a week, and long as the drama doesn't start back up again, I'll stay around. But I don't need that shit anymore.
Oh, I don't blame you. Me and Focus had a couple of days of it with a couple of guys. One was that spicy Italian footlong and Trusty. They just came on, and we would give them the answers to the questions they would ask, but it was never enough, never good enough.
Yeah, I will send you an email of who that is.
Oh, okay. No worries.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, you know, you try and be civil with them and answer the questions as well as you could, and there was never enough.
The shit started. Graham told one person. He goes, "How can you judge somebody through YouTube without sitting down with them, their family, looking a man across the table, eye to eye, and spending time with them?"
Exactly.
You see, like like I know the Expat TV guys. Okay. They always come over here. They're invited. They're coming for my birthday party. And my wife's friends with their better halves and the family. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen what's his name? Gib do his videos. He seems, pretty decent.
They're building. He's a good guy. They're building their channel slowly. I think they're getting closer, like 9 or 10 people away from getting 1,500 subs.
Yeah. Well, like I can ask Johnny questions. He's always given me decent answers. He's always been very polite. He's decent guy. So
excuse me.
You seen in your chat?
No. I had to block somebody.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about.
Oh, here's another one. No, the one I just did. He's gone too.
Yeah.
Don't need it. I'm just doing this because focus went down.
Yeah. Sorry, Mark. I know you're asking some questions. I was talking to my customer. I didn't catch what was going on there.
That's all right. You didn't miss anything. I just had to block a couple of trolls and a troublemaker.
Yeah, I was just saying I don't understand what Focus would have against you, mate, because you've always been a decent fella.
I'll go and say maybe he had a misunderstanding of where I stood with, Focus don't like the whole Riff Raff crew, I guess. He thought I was somehow affiliated or with them because I was on the show once or twice, and he laid into me. I mean, he said I sucked Dave's dick, and he was going to break my knees with a baseball bat, and called me various names and the like. And like I said, as long as Jay still has the show up, you can listen to all of it on the show.
Yeah, I have to know which one it is. But I'm surprised because if anything, you're probably one of the most inoffensive guys that I've spoken.
I was super surprised because I was going on there to talk to Jay. I was like, hey, I've always followed Jay for a long time. I thought I was going to go in there and talk to him. Instead, I was getting attacked by this guy. I didn't even know who he was at the time. Like this old guy's attacking me. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very surprised though. Yeah, like I said, I've been talking to you for a few months that now, and you're a decent guy. Pretty straight up, straightforward. I've never don't think I've even heard you really argue with anybody.
No, and I definitely try not to, unless you're going to bring fame into it, like another vlogger did, calling my wife a whore, then I'll have problems. But no, I mean, as long as you're cordial with me, I'll be cordial with you. And even with him, even the assault he put onto me, you can go and listen to it. I was still calling him sir and being polite with him. So
I'm very. I'll have to talk to him about it because of the people that are on YouTube, you're one of the better ones. So.
Like I said, I think he thought I was part of the RR crew, and he was either really drunk or on medication or something to that effect. I think
it might have been
for sure.
I do know he does have issues with the RRR crew. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But they've seemed to self-destructed at the moment.
Yeah, I gave up listening a while ago. The drama was enough for me. I just gave up.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. When you build a channel on the drama, it gets stale after a while.
Well, the thing is, at one point they made it pretty entertaining for me, anyway. Everybody else has a different opinion. I was entertained by that banter. I was entertained how easily Aloe could manipulate people. Like Aloe would just make up something, and they would fall for the bait for it. It was just amazing how people would just fall prey to something he would do, and of course then obviously they attacked back, and then obviously then they got more material. Is basically the whole logistics of the riffraff thing, in my opinion. And so I was entertained by it, but then it just got to the point where it was like, they weren't even doing that anymore. It was just attacking people without even really them attacking back and just saying things. And I don't know. To me, they lost their way, and the entertainment value was lost for me, and I just gave up.
That's a good way to put it, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did lose their way on their original format.
Because when Dave and Aloe were doing the Quinton Blue, man, that was some of the best kind of vlogging type uh, excuse me format. It was really entertaining and funny, and I really enjoyed it. All the different people they'd have come on. So, but then RR started off good, but then it just for me anyway, just went downhill, and I hadn't listened really in 2 or 3 months. I worked on a Saturday a couple of months ago. I think I listened was the last time.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the analytics, they're down. Their viewership. In fact, I'll pull it up now. Their viewership's dropped since Dave and Popeye left.
Well, Popeye left. I didn't know Popeye left. I know. Well, I even told Dave. I was like once, because Dave kind of held it together a little bit. Even though he was the one who got Aloe and Popeye would pick on people. For some reason, it was Dave's fault, or Dave was the one who was doing it, which was kind of funny. He was kind of the glue that made everything stick together. So I knew once he left there, the show would kind of lose its way anyway.
I think because Dave came over as very articulate and intelligent, it probably looked like he was the one running the show, I guess.
So it'd be like right now if all three of us had a show, and then Mark, you and I were attacking someone else, and everybody was blaming it on Eric.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what that's literally what it was. It was like, Aloe and Popeye were attacking people, but for some reason it was Dave's fault.
Yep. And it got out of control with the doxing of people, and to be fair, they were the first victims, really.
Well, some doxing stuff, Eric probably knows. Eric's been around a while. Some doxing stuff happened way before Riff Raff was even on the scene.
Yeah.
So,
but I know that.
Yeah, and it's not even necessarily, it's not any of the vloggers that are actually doing the doxing. It's all the, the subs and or the trolls, however you want to define them. They're the ones who are, doing it and then giving the information to them. It's not like they're sitting around trying to find people's personal information.
I've said that myself before. It was the subs that were urging them on, really.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I guess some people got nothing better to do. To me, I'd rather sit down and talk to someone in a civil manner and have a laugh, and
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was entertained by it for a while, and of course, I got caught up with the whole Peter thing. That guy really pissed me off, and I kind of went after him, and then I was like, comes to a point where you gotta step back.
I think, to be perfectly honest, the Peter V thing, that's really what Riff Raff Radio was created for. People like him. He's the guy that they should have been chasing up. And
yeah, the what is known as the Alliance was basically formed because of Peter. Peter was the first guy basically to start trouble in the Philippine blogging community.
Yep.
And then we slowly got other buttholes that came onto the scene, like Chair and some other guys who have come and gone, and more who will come and go also, I'm sure, in the future. But
actually, one of the biggest troublemaking scammers is under investigation by the Philippine government.
Are we talking about a guy whose name starts with T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how do people not? I hadn't listened to that guy in forever. I mean, like a couple years. When I listened to him a couple years ago, I was like, "Oh, this guy is just scamming people. He's full of crap." I mean, I personally saw. Not everybody can see through everything. Obviously I can't see for everything either. But I thought that guy was full of crap right out of the go, and then I hear he's got like 90,000 subscribers.
Oh,
Holy cow!
He might be. He did a video about a week ago saying he might have to go to jail, but they don't know how long for.
Oh wow!
So
just a second, I got to change my headphones. These batteries are dying. Be right back.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, he did it. Honestly, I'm not going to comment on this situation until after it's all said and done.
People have been asking us about it on the show that Focus and I do, and the only thing I can really tell people is we'll just have to wait and see how the authorities deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's getting hammered by 2 different agencies, 3 different agencies, and he's blaming people, trolls off the internet, and really the guy should be quiet, because over here you either have to be a resident or a Philippine national to file a complaint like that.
Well, the only thing
it depends on how much money he's taking in. If he's taking in like enough money where the government feels they need to get their fair share, if you will, then that's probably when they'll step in. I mean, for the most part, the people who are, drumming up a few $100s, they don't really give a shit about. But apparently this guy's drumming up thousands and thousands of dollars. So, obviously that's going to put a flag up.
Sorry, let's go for it, Eric.
The last official letter he got was from DSWD, turned him into immigration for illegally doing social work on the terms of his visa.
Well, JLB has just put up a video tonight and about him, and he was putting up there, and from the sounds of it, this guy is pulling in like $5,000 or $6,000 American dollars a month.
That's off of YouTube probably, but I'm talking about his donation money, how much he's pulling in there.
Well, yeah, there's his AdSense, then there's his Patreon account, and then whatever people are donating. But either way, mate, it sounds like there's a lot of money involved.
There's a lot more.
Yeah.
There's the social welfare department. I'm not going to call him anything, but there's an underlying reason why they're investigating him. And everybody around is smart enough to figure that one out.
Yeah, so I've only just recently started to watch a few of his videos after someone said, you check him out and tell me what you think. So I really couldn't make a comment until I started to watch some of his videos. And the things that stood out to me was, how can he live like he is when he's getting the money that he is? Mm-hmm. And his girlfriend, as nice as she seems to be also very lazy. The place they're living in seems to be pretty untidy. And
hey, Thunder, I'll make you a deal, because I know somebody who's met him firsthand, but we're going to talk about it, but we're going to wait till after the investigation is over with, and it'll be all that can be explained.
Okay, no worries.
Mm-hmm. It can be.
Yeah, I listened to him when he first came on the scene, and I kind of liked his story of how things kind of got going for him. His life story. That's actually a pretty interesting vlog. If you go back, I don't know, I have no idea what the name of it would be, but he just kind of talked about his life and how he ended up making it to the Philippines at some point, which was pretty interesting. And you saw that one?
I've seen that one. It was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But again, how much of it's true?
Yeah, well, who knows? I didn't.
I didn't
think he would need to lie, but when he started doing all the asking for money and all the the help, the word seemed to be escaping. That's when I gave up on him. I just thought he was full of shit. He just wanted the money for himself.
Well, there's another prominent vlogger out there that's actually his brother-in-law, an American.
You know what? I think it's his initials are B.O.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. Yeah.
That's been spinning around for a while. But like I said, wait till after the government gets done with him, then maybe I'll get Johnny on and we'll talk about it. But I'm not going to talk about it
Yeah, fair enough.
Investigation's finished.
Especially while you're living over there too.
Well, that I'm not worried about. So, but yeah, honestly, I'm pretty physically safe where I'm at because I'm friends with everybody in the barangay anyway. So,
yeah,
so.
we tend to forget. And I mean, I don't know much about it, but the things work differently over there.
Mm-hmm.
You do need to be, tread lightly and remember that you're a visitor to the country.
Oh, I'm a resident.
Oh, okay.
I'm a permanent. So, I mean, but I'm going to wait till after the investigation's done because the thing that's happening with what Dick and Sider put out in the vlog, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say or speculate on anything till after the investigation's finished.
Yeah. I felt sorry for Dick and Sider when I seen that vlog. I thought, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes over as a decent guy.
Yeah, I talk to him almost every day too. I talk to Graham. I talk to Graham a lot because Graham's moving into the city temporarily where I live.
Yeah, Graham's a smart fella too, and he doesn't release too much information, and that's cool with me. But he's also given me some great advice as well.
Well, like I tell people, and I've told Johnny, I said, you can dig into me all I want. I've had a okay life. 22 years in the military, the only job I ever had. I never graduated college. So.
Well, mate, I don't think a college education makes anyone any better than anyone else.
Kind of at the time when I graduated from high school, you really didn't need a college education.
Yeah, and 22 years in the military, mate, that's a long haul.
Yeah. Dave did 21. Quentin Bolero, he did 21. Johnny did 20 plus. Popeye did 20. Dick and Sider did a stint. Yeah. So actually, I'm going to probably end this shortly once Lost comes back.
Actually, yeah. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to switch my earbuds. No, actually, I'm almost home anyway. So if you end it, that'll be a good time to end it for me because I'm going to jump off.
Oh, hey, Lost, I got your email now. So we're going back to the new channel. So the old channel.
Oh, you're going to switch to your old channel?
Yeah, because I had a cyber.
Life, is that what it was?
Yeah, I had a strike on it for cyberbullying.
Oh. Well, you did kind of cyberbully the guy. I'm not going to say that strike was unfair.
He deserved it, and I had help from a guy in Switzerland.
Yeah, I don't know too much. I've watched a few of his videos. I actually did not even know about the guy. Y'all brought him up, and then I stayed away from him. But I've actually watched a couple of his Thailand vlogs here recently, and they seem fine.
Yeah, well, he's
but anyway, all that stuff that happened, I have no idea about any of it. I can't even speculate and watch them then. So.
Well, we'll have a perception discussion. The girl he was living with, right? He didn't really know her. She has a very well-connected, powerful family here on this island.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
Mm-hmm. And
Scootergate.
Yeah. Well, we're not talking about that, but yeah, a very powerful family that's upset.
Yeah, well, hey, if he did the girl wrong, he did the girl wrong. It kind of seemed like maybe he did the girl wrong. I would say it seems like both parties, just from my limited exposure to it, both parties seemed like they were in the wrong with the whole situation. So I'll just leave it at that because I really don't know too much about it.
Yeah, I'm not, but there is a family that's connected that's very upset. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, well, he's not there anymore. So.
Now he said he wants to come back to do his.
He said, one of his recent blogs I watched him. He said he would like to go back there and visit. So I would eventually like to go back there and visit again, but I'm doing the South America thing right now. So
actually, I don't know if I want to go down there. But,
Where,
so,
South America?
yeah.
I'm going. Actually, my next trip will be Peru.
That one I would go to.
I'm gonna do Machu Picchu, man. I've been wanting to go there for about 6-7 years now. I'm finally gonna make it happen at the beginning of next year sometime.
It sounds, and believe it or not, you want to hear something funny? There's an American in Peru now that offers tropical fish collection trips. Believe it or not, in the Amazon, Peruvian Amazon.
Oh, really?
And the
Does it
guys
have a channel?
No, I can get you the website to it. I saw it on another vlog where you actually go out, you collect your own aquarium fish, and part of the package price is they ship you your fish back to you
Wow.
that you collected for your tank. Trust me, that's my world. I mean, I'm already looking on customaquariums.com at tank rack systems for their house. So
yeah, I used to have a big aquarium. I used to have a 30-gallon thing years ago. Of course, when I started working on the road, I couldn't keep it anymore. But I'm kind of getting back into it. I got a couple little betas right now. I'm starting off kind of small, getting back into it, getting the wife into it also. You know, because when I start spending money, I want her to kind of be into it too.
I used to breed betas.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen them breed, mate, but it's the most incredible thing to watch.
I haven't. I hadn't even thought about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the male wraps himself around the female and squeezes all the eggs out of her and fertilizes them as they come out. And then she gets paralyzed and sinks down. And then in that time, he goes around and gets all the eggs in his mouth and spits them up into a bubble nest.
Oh, wow.
And the male is the one that looks after them until they hatch.
No kidding. Does the female die or is just paralyzed for a short amount of time?
It's just for a short amount of time. And then once they finish breeding, you've got to separate them again.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they can't be with other fish.
No, actually, I've been looking into it. Actually, hey, Lost, do you watch a guy named the King of DIY?
No, I know you're talking about, but I've seen him a couple times, but not too often.
Yeah. Well, actually, because Arlington, Texas, twice a year holds a big, humongous reptile and aquarium show, fish show. It's like in two different halls they have. And one half's like all the aquarium industry and the other half's the reptile industry. And they get together.
You worry me with that reptile thing, Eric.
Doesn't bother me.
No, see, I guess when you live in a country like Australia with so many deadly snakes, you tend to steer clear of them.
Actually, I'm on the track now. My buddy, because he knows I'm coming back, he's tracking me down too. I'm probably going to owe him a favor for life, but he's going to track me down to a pair of olive pythons.
Oh yeah.
No, I can't keep snakes anywhere around my wife. She hates any kind of reptilian anything. Well, guys, speaking of actually my wife, I'm at home now, and I'm going to go do some motorboating on her giant boob.
Okay, you have a good one. Hey, I got
good talking to you again. I'll see you guys later.
Lost. If you want that aquarium website, customaquarium.com, I'll drop it to you in an email. And
yeah, that'll be cool, man. I appreciate that.
You order your own tank. You can tell them the length, the width, the height, the filtration system you want, fresh and salt, and they'll quote you.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out for sure.
Yeah. Take care.
All right.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Talk to you guys later.
Later, Lost.
Bye, mate.
Ray, I unblocked you. And now, hold on. You're blocked again. I was being nice.
Who the hell is... There's another one. Jesus.
That was Ray Hammond. I unblocked him, thought he could be nice, but he can't be. So he's blocked.
Yeah, I don't understand these guys.
But... we're down to 7 people watching anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Thunder, I got your email now, so subscribe to the other channel. So that's where we're going to get back to. We'll work something up.
I subscribed as soon as you put the link in, mate.
Yeah. I'm going to go over and check and see if I grabbed anybody. So, all right. You have a good one, guys. Everybody out there. See ya.
Take care, guys. Bye.